Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people, fellow humans, let's just leave it at that. Good morning. So today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. My name, as usual, as always, is Edward Bevilacqua. And here we are at Department of Career Services, which the only reason we say that is because we've always said that we're not really about career services nowadays. We're more about the journey of life, the experience of life, sacred experiences. But we'll stick with Department of Career Services for now. Till we make a big change, but so today's topic is, let me look at the worksheet, the tribes we lead. Okay, cool. The tribes we lead. Seth Godin. Day 2 in week 3 of our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Let's see. So we're going to talk about that beforehand for my time capsule segment for the stuff, just to get out there for posterity, so that one day when my grandchildren are looking at this, be like, oh, wow, I never knew about that. Or, yeah, I heard about it. Okay, so yesterday was a really, really, really busy, busy day, starting with going to the courthouse, meeting with attorney, graduated from Creighton, who won the day, got the judge to release somebody to our care. Boom. So that's progress. Also, the thorn in my side made a point of being a thorn in my side with the attorney yesterday. So, but he was prepared for it. And then CHW training in Las Vegas at 10. Back here to pick up a guy that we got, another new person for the program for Pahrump Cares. Got him situated, then had to study for my last class in RJUS 224, Interreligiosity, where at 6 o'clock I got to give my presentation, which went a lot longer, but I think the people were kind of interested in it, where there are 7 words, spiritual, but spiritual, not religious. That's the first 3. Spiritual, not religious. Small groups. That's 5. And then the last one is sacred experience. Spiritual, not religious, small groups, sacred experience. That, I think, is the key to the future of choice. Spiritual, not religious, small groups, sacred experience. Boom. Okay, Ben, off to Las Vegas, back to Las Vegas for dinner with Catman Joe, Lucy, Brandon, and Jordan. Very good dinner at Brio. Very, very good dinner. A lot of fun. Good to see Catman Joe and Lucy together with their boos or don'ts. And then driving back. Got back at about 11. So it was a long day, long productive day. Don't have many days like that. I haven't had many days like that. But I hope to have at least one more day like that. That is so packed. And then today's a busy day too. So that's the time capsule portion, people. Busy day. A lot of progress, a lot of things happening. And today is a day of building, construction, CHW work, learning. But I got to finish my paper. Okay, our class is not done. That was just my presentation and no more actual classes. So what do we got on our hit parade today? Once again, this is day 2 of week 3, outside our skull-sized kingdom. What we're trying to do here this week is learn some tools. Learn some skills so that we can find, attract, and retain good people, people that will help us. As Laertes said to Polonius, or Polonius to Laertes, you know, when you find those people, bind them to you like hoops of steel, like on a barrel. Don't let them go. We're all a mixture, a jumble of emotions and ambitions. It's like a rolling tide, right? It's coming in, and we can take it at the high and go where it leads, or we can deal when it's coming out, trying to move forward. Kind of tough. Our choice. So the tribes we lead, that's our topic for today. Let's start it with what are the, what's that? Some advice from an 80-year-old. Take charge of your attitude. Don't let someone else choose it for you. Right. Take charge of your attitude. Don't let someone else choose it for you. So that goes along with our slogan, not slogan, but kind of our meme associated with, our maxim associated with the emotional part of our transformation program. If you can't control your emotions, don't worry, somebody else will, and they'll probably take you out of the game. Right. So that's the key. It's not just other people will control your emotions if you don't. They'll probably take you out of the game, because what are they interested in? Their gain. So we become objects to be moved or manipulated or used. Unless you find the good ones, like Forrest Gump was able to do with Bubba, with Jenny, with his mother, with Sergeant Dan, Lieutenant Dan. I think that was the last one. Yeah, Lieutenant Dan was the last one that he just all in, just whatever you say, I'll let you control my behavior. All righty then. All righty, all right. Okay, so the tribes we lead, we're going to talk about that. Let's see what other things we have on the hit parade. Any red letters? Seth's blog. Yeah, that's a good one. Which inbox? It's easier than ever to fall into an inbox mindset. There are things to do and we do them. Inbox zero is the unattainable goal that fills our days. But it avoids the real question, which is, which inbox are we emptying? There's the inbox of urgent texts, or the inbox of slightly less urgent emails, or the inbox filled with spam, hundreds of thousands of emails that aren't really an inbox. Well, what about the inbox of our financial planning, or the inbox of the people we care about who might appreciate a hug or a wave? Focus on that word hug. There's the inbox of chronic degeneration of our house or our community or our climate, the one that will respond really well to attention now, not nearly as well later. And there's the inbox of peace of mind, the healing and regeneration that happens when we set the other inboxes aside for a bit. Right, so what's the inbox? What's the thing we're trying to get done? Cool. Now, I said mention the focus on that word hug, the inbox of people who we care about who might appreciate a hug or a wave. Okay, so that's a perfect segue back to Darren Hardy today. The 30-second success secret nobody teaches. Human compassion. He has a story talking about giving a woman who needed a hug for cancer test, whatever, alone by herself, sad. And she notices a woman down there giving her daughter, who's going through the same thing. And she gives her a hug, and the daughter feels better, and the mother notices her noticing her. And so after the first daughter is called into the room, the mother comes over and says, "It looks like you need a mom hug," and hugs the woman. And that made everything right. So just that little 30-second thing of that hug made everything right. So we got Darren Hardy and Seth Godin talking about hugging today. Okay, tribes we lead. The tribes we lead. All right, so how are we doing for time? Time. Such a runic rhyme. Okay, good. All righty then. So this is a very important week, pragmatically speaking. So practically speaking, this is an important week because if we can't make it on our own, if we need other people to help us experience this life in the best possible way, we need to know how to attract good people, how to notice less than good people, what to do about that. So other people, this is really an important week. The weeks build. So understanding why are we here? Why is it important to know who I am and why I behave the way I do, and then know how to dial in who I need to be right now, those build. So, right? And now I can't be successful without other people. And success for us is what? What's our definition of success? Success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. Okay, so it's an equation. And some people get thrown off that money comes first. And they don't listen to the rest. They disregard the rest. It's, I knew it. It's just about the money. Well, money times meaning and purpose. If your meaning and purpose is zero, what is a Brazilian dollars times zero? Zero. You're not successful. You're not successful. Money doesn't make you successful. It's money times meaning and purpose that makes you successful. So we can quickly see if your money is one and your meaning and purpose is a Brazilian, it's Brazilian, one Brazilian. If your meaning and purpose if your money is 10, your meaning and purpose is 10 Brazilian. So you see that you have a lot more impact in meaning and purpose. You have your meaning and purpose is a lot more the more money you have. But money without meaning and purpose is not good. Just as meaning and purpose without money is not good either. Homeless people can't really do much to help other homeless people. It's just a fact. A rich guy who wants to help homeless people can change generations of lives because you save that person, they and their descendants are impacted too. And there's always going to be that one person that says, yeah, I was really having tough times. I got over here, got into this, met this guy. This is what happened. And my life is completely different just because of that one little break I got. I just needed one break and I got it. So, why do we need other people? Because it's hard to get the money if you do things on your own. If you go into a store and they won't sell you anything because they think you stole the money or they think you're a bad person or you smell or whatever the thing is, if you go into a store and they won't take your money, life gets to be pretty hard. If you can't get a job because they don't like you, they don't trust you, whatever, life is pretty hard if you have to go out and grow your own food or kill your own food or whatever you have to do. Life is hard. We need other people. And it doesn't mean other people on our team. We need to be able to interface and get other people to do what we want. And what is that the definition of getting other people to do what we want is what? Power. Okay, power is simply getting other people to do what you want. It's not, there's no value in it. It's like a hammer. A hammer is value neutral. Getting other people to do what you want is value neutral. The value part comes in what did you do to get them to do what you, how did you get them to do what you want? Did you manipulate them? Did you coerce them? Was it the negative side? Did you force them to do it? Or did you educate them to want to do it? Motivate them? Did you self-motivate them, get them to see this is the right way to behave in life? I will always do that. I will do good. Did you plant that seed in people? I will do good. Or you plant that seed in yourself. I will do good. And so you would attract other people who want to do good. You initially might attract some people who want to take advantage of you, but generally they go off to other people. So Seth Godin breaks it down. How do we, so yesterday we learned join tribe, nudge forward from David Logan. Join tribe, nudge forward. Okay, cool. How do we nudge people forward? And Seth Godin says there's 4 steps. 4 steps. First, if you want to nudge people forward, you have to find something to change. Find part of the status quo to change. Because if we keep doing the same thing we're always doing, you can't really nudge people forward. You have to change, even if it's like, well, let's do it better, let's do it faster, let's do it, that's nudging forward. So you got to find something to change. Number 2, tell a compelling story. Number 3, connect with the true believers and ignore, most importantly, ignore the non-believers. So, and then number 4 is you lead them. We're going to be watching Jerry Maguire clips this week because it's just perfectly on point. Find something to change. What did he want to do? He wanted to change the firm. Tell a compelling story, which he didn't do. Got him fired. When he finds out he got fired, then he goes back and he tries to tell a compelling story, tries to change the status quo again. Now this is to the group of employees as he's being told to leave the building. And he gives his famous "Who's coming with me" speech, but it's not compelling. And so when he says, "Who's coming with me?" No one, except later Dorothy Boyd back in accounting. And then, so he connects with her, ignores everyone else, not like, okay, you're coming, who else? Who got Dorothy? And then he said, okay. She said, okay, right now? Yeah, let's go right now. So she packs up her stuff and leaves. So that's the perfect example. And then we'll watch one with him and Rod. But it's find part of the status quo to change. So if you're going to work looking for a job, what's the status quo you want to change? You don't work there, right? If you're trying to sell somebody shoes, just doing an auction, you're doing a garage sale. What are you trying to change? You're trying to change the fact that the money is in their pocket and you want to have a bargain for exchange. You want to get the money in exchange for something they want more than the money. Find part of the status quo to change. The status quo is they have money and I have stuff. Boom. I want to change that. So I have money, they have stuff. About it. Okay, tell a compelling story. Right. Which triggers them giving you the money and then you giving them the thing. Connect the true believers. Do we have a deal? You want it? You can go positive or negative on that. You can manipulate people. Well, you're going to be sorry if you don't. This is a limited thing. You can do it the dark side way, or you can do it the other way. Are you buying this as a gift for someone? Is this going to, find out what the need is that they're filling, and then lead them. Okay, let's do this deal. Let's hire me. Whatever. So it's very important. Time is running out, and we're going to say, and cut until tomorrow. Cut.